So this is the beginning of the chocolate phase with doing the Milton Hershey life-size figure. We are adding the chocolate onto an armature structure that Jim and I made ahead of time. And Jim also, on the right-hand side, added the pictures, the reference pictures of Milton Hershey that we use constantly. So there's various pictures that we have, standing images, references for the clothing, for his hat, and of course different angles for his face. And this video was shot over a period of 10 days, and it's a process of building up the chocolate, building up the shapes and the forms that you need for the sculpture. So, you know, building up the wrinkles in the jacket, the collar, the lapels, the pockets, the hat, also the facial features, all have to be built out in chocolate. And if you're interested in seeing the process for making the understructure for this sculpture, we have that in a separate video, so you can opt in and take a look at what that process was. And this sculpture was done in our studio, where we make a lot of, do a lot of welding, we do a lot of woodwork, and occasionally we'll do the food projects in here. In this particular case, the armature was too large to actually take it from this studio into our kitchen, where I usually like to work in the chocolate. But this sculpture is not going to be eaten by anybody, so so it's okay that we're working in this kind of environment. In fact, all of the sculptures that we do are really not intended for consumption, just for display purposes. And that's because it has, you know, like a heavy-duty understructure made of wood or made of styrofoam, which is not really, which is not consumable. And the structure is mounted onto a wooden base, which we painted. And right now it's covered up with paper. And from time to time, you'll see we have to remove the paper a little bit around the feet so we can sculpt all the way down to the platform. And really, once we get all of our forms together that we want, then we're going to give it a final patina, which gives it a very uniform finish on the outside. And we have to do that several times. And that's basically the process.